Hello, friends from across the nation and around the world. I'm Martin, and you are listening to Dad's Bedtime Stories. And today, despite personally being a little bit under the weather, to be honest, we're going to head back to the Spaceship universe because I keep getting comments that say, do more Spaceship episodes. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, if you've never listened to the Spaceship series before, honestly, it doesn't really matter. As long as you understand that you are the main character, you have a magical spaceship that can take you anywhere and do just about anything, that's all you really need to know. Today's episode was suggested by Anna in an email to me. Anna wanted a world with a bunch of living projectors. And she had some other ideas for the series as well. We went back and forth with a couple emails, and I'm finally making it. And, yeah, that's about it for today. And hey, did you know that if you don't like ads, neither do I? And that's why I have ad-free episodes available on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Or you can even pay for the whole year, $12 for an entire year of ad-free episodes. In addition to that, all of my episodes for Unbound Superhero Academy Book 1 are up there, and I'm planning to start Book 2 very soon. So yeah, just want to make sure you know that's an option. If not, you can totally listen on here. It just means there might be an ad now and then, like right here, for example, before the story starts. Now it's time to get as comfy as you can in that bed, close your eyes, and imagine yourself doing what the kid in the story does. Imagine yourself sitting in the command chair of Spaceship. Stars stretch out ahead of you like tiny white dots. Changer, your shape-shifting dog, is curled up near your feet in his human puppy form, softly snoring and, well, looking like he's dreaming about something. His leg keeps twitching for some reason. Then, Spaceship speaks up. "Space probe returning," Spaceship says. The front screen lights up, and sure enough, you see a small silver object zipping towards the ship in the darkness of space. It moves underneath and, well, attaches to the ship with a soft metallic click. Space Probe 7 has returned from long-range exploration, Spaceship says. Did it find anything cool? Yes, I believe so. It found several new planets, including one with unusual light-based energy patterns, possibly living technology. And, for some reason, repeated appearances of giant reptilian shapes and other interesting anomalous things in the upper atmosphere. Weird. I wonder what's going on there. There is only one way to find out for certain. Would you like me to set a course? Spaceship asks. Yeah, I guess you probably should. In an instant, Spaceship turns to the left, points down a little bit, and blasts forward into super hyperdrive once again. The stars streak past until they just suddenly stop, and you find yourself floating in front of a large, beautiful, Earth-like planet. The planet fills the window. Its surface shines with soft colors, blue, white, gold, and purple. As you dip below the clouds, you see, well, cities that sparkle as if someone built them out of glass and metal. Then, well, covered them in giant glowing pictures. But before you can admire it for long, something enormous rises from behind the curve of the planet. A giant space lizard. Its body is covered in glowing scales, its eyes shine like, well, green moons, its tail curls so high it moves through the clouds, and its mouth opens in a silent roar. Spaceship? You say, pointing out the window. I see it, Spaceship responds. The lizard lunges. Quick, Spaceship, shift into, giant robot mode. Understood, Spaceship responds. The ship begins to glow around you and changes its shape. Giant legs, giant arms, and a giant robot head appear. You find yourself, sitting in the center of the robot's chest. A little helmet drops down from the ceiling, one that you know if you put on will sort of transfer your mind into the robot itself, make it as if, you are the robot. You place the helmet on your head. There's a sudden flash of light that causes you to close your eyes, and when you open them, you're seeing through the eyes of the robot, or robot spaceship. You reach behind your back, draw your giant sword, and take the best fighting stance you can, as the glowing space lizard seems to charge toward you. You raise one massive metal arm and swing through the thing. But strangely, the spaceship fist passes straight through the lizard, and the lizard kind of flickers. For a second, it becomes see-through like a picture made of light. Then, it keeps running forward and passes right through your body. Your spaceship body, anyways. The control room glows green as the lizard's image moves through you and then vanishes behind the ship. That was weird, you say. Confirmed, Spaceship replies. The creature does not seem to be solid. My sensors indicate that it is a holographic projection. Another image appears nearby, a huge glowing dinosaur with tiny little dinosaur arms and a very serious-looking expression. It stomps across the clouds, but its feet never even touch anything. Where is that coming from, you ask, scanning the area. A blue beam sweeps across the planet below. I believe I have located the source. The projections are being emitted from a hill on the surface, Spaceship explains. Well, take us to the source, you order. You close your eyes again and take the helmet off of your head. It disappears into the ceiling of the ship as the ship glows once again and transforms back into its normal spaceship form. Spaceship gently flies down and lands beside the hill that, the signal is coming from. The back door opens up with a hiss, and you quickly step outside, ready to activate your space armor if needed. You look around for the source, and at the top of the hill you see something small, something that looks like, a projector, like one of those projectors you have at school. It has a square metal body, 2 tiny little arms, and 2 tiny little legs, and a round lens where its face would normally be. Its lens points up at the sky, and beams of light shoot out of it. Above the hill, another giant space lizard appears, roars silently, and then chases a glowing moon made of cheese. You walk up slowly. So, that was you say. The little projector jumps. His lens flashes bright white. A giant startled chicken appears in the sky above him, flapping wildly and running around in circles. Oh, the little projector says. His voice is small and a little bit buzzy. Sorry, I did not know anyone was behind me. The chicken flickers away. You point up at the sky. You made the space lizards? The little projector lowers his lens. Yes, my bad. Sorry if they disturbed you." A picture appears beside him, floating in the air. It shows a little projector thinking about space lizards. Then it shows space lizards appearing everywhere. I'm kind of obsessed with space lizards right now. Spaceship's voice appears from your watch. "I believe this species appears to communicate through projected images as well as spoken language." The little projector looks towards Spaceship, then projects a picture of Spaceship as a giant, shiny hero robot. Then he projects a picture of himself waving. "Hello," he says. "I'm Flicker." Glad to meet you, Flicker," you say. "I'm guessing the giant space lizards are not actually dangerous?" "No," Flicker says. "Just thoughts, pictures. I have been imagining them a lot lately." Another small space lizard appears beside him, then curls up like a cat. "Yeah, they're actually kind of cute when they're small," you say. Spaceship interrupts. "Your watch can be modified to project simple thoughts and images. This may improve communication with the local population." "It can do that?" you respond. "Yes. Updating now." Your watch makes little beeping noises, and then Spaceship announces, "Projection mode installed." You raise your wrist and think of a smile. A glowing smiley face appears in the air above your hand. Flicker claps his tiny metal hands. "You can project." I guess I can," you respond. "Would you like to see my town?" Flicker asks as a picture of the town appears beside him. You nod. Flicker hops down the hill on his little tiny legs. For such a small projector, he can actually move pretty quickly. You follow him until you come to, well, Projector Town. It sits in a wide valley, and it's one of the strangest and most beautiful places you've ever seen. The buildings are silver and white with rounded roofs and smooth walls, but almost nothing in it stays plain for long. The whole town is covered in moving pictures. A simple square shop suddenly becomes a glowing castle, then a forest hut, then a battery with windows. The sign above it spins in the air. Fresh batteries, long-lasting batteries, emergency batteries, dessert batteries. "Do you eat batteries?" you ask. Flicker nods. He projects a picture of himself holding a battery with both hands and nibbling on it like a sandwich. "This is how we power ourselves," he says. "Different batteries have different charges and different tastes." You continue through the town. You pass a battery cafe where projector people sit at small tables. Every one of them has arms and legs just like Flicker, but some are tall and narrow, some are short and round, some have old brass bodies, while others have shiny new metal cases. They lift batteries to small slots in their bodies and, well, eat them, all while projecting little pictures of one another. One projector shows a picture of a sunny beach. Another replies with a picture of rain. A third projects an umbrella, and they all flicker with laughter. "They mostly talk with pictures," Flicker explains. "Words are useful, but pictures are, faster." You raise your watch and, well, project a tiny picture of yourself looking amazed. You probably could have just looked amazed on your own, but that's all you could think of at the time. Several nearby pictures wave at you. One projects a welcome sign above your head. The streetlights of the town aren't normal either. Tall poles stand along the road, but instead of bulbs, they have little projector heads. They cast glowing stars, moons, arrows, and floating signs into the air. When you step towards a crossing on the streetlight projects a bright path across the road, and tiny glowing footprints appear to show you where to walk. This is pretty amazing, you say. Flicker's lens glows proudly. He takes you past a shop called the Bulb Boutique. Inside, you can see projector people sitting in chairs while workers carefully replace old bulbs, polish lenses, and adjust focus rings. One elderly projector gets a new bulb installed and then happily projects a clear picture of a garden. Everyone claps. Next, you pass the projector school. In the yard, little projector kids stand in rows while the teacher gives instructions. "Today," the teacher says, "we are practicing calm shapes. Please project a circle." Most of the students project circles into the air, though one projects a square and, another one gets nervous and projects a giant pickle dancing on two legs. Everyone laughs. "That's not funny, Edward." "Sorry, miss," Edward says, and soon his picture transforms into an appropriate circle. You're about to ask some questions about the school when the ground below you suddenly trembles. The glowing street signs flicker, and every projector in town turns toward the far end of the valley. A huge shadow rises behind the battery factory. At first, you think it's probably another hologram, but Spaceship speaks in your watch. This object seems to have real mass, he explains. A giant projector steps into view. He's enormous, as tall as the buildings. His metal body sparks with electricity. His arms swing heavily at his sides, and his lens flashes so bright you have to shield your eyes. All around you, the projector people panic. "Oh no," Flicker cries. "It's Jeff." Pictures burst into the air from every projector nearby. Together, they start telling a story, or, well, at least what they think might be going on here. In the images, a small projector named Jeff eats a battery, then another, then another, then a crate of batteries. Then he sneaks into the battery factory. A sign reads, "Experimental batteries." The projected Jeff opens the crate and, well, eats the batteries. Then the picture grows huge, and Jeff grows with it. The real Jeff stumbles forward, sparking and buzzing with electricity, as if his body is overloaded. His lens flashes, and a giant holographic space lizard bursts from him and races down the street. At first, you're not worried because it is only just light. Then, the lizard passes through a projected walkway nearby, and electricity crackles from it. The projector gets shocked and then collapses with its lens flickering. My scans indicate that projection carried an electrical surge, Spaceship says. Another hologram appears, then another. A glowing dinosaur, a swarm of bright metal birds, a giant robot spider. They all rush through town flickering with unstable energy. Projector people scatter. Some try to project shields, but the electric holograms pass right through them, Streetlights flash warning signs, the battery cafe goes dark, the school teacher hurries the children inside while projecting arrows towards safety. You quickly press the button on your watch that activates your spacesuit's armor. It folds out around your body, and you float into the air. "I'll stop the projections," you say. You fly towards the giant robot spider and raise your energy shield. The spider passes through the shield and sends sparks across your armor. The suit absorbs most of the shock, but you feel a little bit of a tingle. You try again, diving through a swarm of glowing birds. They scatter and then reform behind you. "There's too many," you say, as the images continue to spark and continue to take out little projector people. Fighting the images is inefficient and likely impossible. The source is Jeff. His internal systems are overloaded, Spaceship says. Jeff staggers near the factory, still projecting wildly. He doesn't look angry or anything, he just looks confused and frightened and, well, kind of sparky. Every time he sparks, another huge image bursts from his lens. "Oh, what's happening to him?" you ask. "Scanning," Spaceship says. It seems he has consumed a large quantity of unstable, possibly experimental batteries. Their energy is causing uncontrolled projection output and uncontrolled projector growth. He must discharge the excess power. Got it. You quickly fly around Jeff, looking for any hatches or anything. You're not sure exactly how projector people are built, but they must store their batteries somewhere. Sure enough, you see something on his back that looks just like a battery storage area. You fly in and attempt to grab a hold of it when a spark of lightning shoots out and blasts you backwards. You try again, and again you're shocked. There's too much energy coming from his battery case, if that is even a battery case, you say to Spaceship. Interesting. We must come up with an alternative plan. Scanning the area. I believe I have found a possible solution. What is it? You ask. There is a battery and energy storage facility nearby Jeff. If we can somehow plug him into it and discharge his power, it may solve our problem. Designing reverse power cord now, Spaceship says. What's a reverse power cord? You ask. It is reversed to move power from the object into the factory rather than the other way around, Spaceship says. It looks like the projector has a power port installed, perhaps another way of consuming energy. If you plug one end of the power cord in there and the other end into the factory here, Spaceship says, we should be able to discharge the power. Images flicker in front of you on your space helmet's view screen, showing you zoomed-in images of Jeff's power port and the power plant's connection. Cord successfully 3D printed. Incoming, Spaceship says. The ship flies over top of you. It opens up the back hatch, and, well, it drops a very long and very thick power cord. You fly over towards it, grab it from the air, and immediately head straight towards Jeff. You dodge around a glowing, spider projection that's sparking with energy, fly straight through Jeff's legs, and turn around behind him. You see the power port there. You immediately fly at it and stick the one end of the cord onto it. You grab the other end and fly down as quickly as possible towards the power plant. Outside, the connector that Spaceship both described and showed you an image of sits in front of you. You zoom towards it and quickly slam the other end of the cord in. Instantly, power begins to surge from Jeff into the power plant. And as it goes, Jeff starts to shrink. Smaller and smaller and smaller, until he's just a little normal-sized projector standing on the ground, looking around, rather confused. You, Flicker, and the other projectors make your way towards him. "Jeff, are you okay?" Flicker asks.
I think so,"
Jeff responds. "Jeff, did you eat the experimental batteries again?" Flicker asks.
Yeah, I couldn't resist,"
Jeff says, looking down at the ground and projecting a picture of a puppy curled up into a corner, like he just did something that he knew was wrong. "Jeff, we have talked about this. Now look at the devastation you've caused. Several projectors have been overloaded and will require medical attention," Flicker says, while projecting a scene of medical projectors, scooping up projectors off of the street and putting them into cars.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll never do that again. I promise."
Very well," Flicker says, before turning towards you. Well, thank you for saving the Projector Town. We could not have done it without you. You are a friend to projectors."
Well, anytime, you say. "Honestly, this whole adventure's been kinda weird. I better be heading out."
You float up into the air and Spaceship floats over beside you. His back hatch opens up and you land on it. You wave goodbye as Spaceship begins to rise up out of the atmosphere. You step inside the ship. The back hatch closes, and you press the button on your watch, deactivating your spacesuit. "Setting course for our next adventure," Spaceship says as it exits the atmosphere and jumps to super hyperdrive once again. You, on the other hand, are feeling kinda tired. So, you head to the bedroom compartment of the ship. You climb into your nice comfy space bed, pull the covers up to your chin, and close your eyes. With each breath, you begin to sink down into the mattress, releasing any tension in your arms, then letting go of any tension in your legs, your shoulders, your head. You allow your face to soften into a nice half smile, and with each breath, you sink down deeper and deeper into the bed, and your mind begins to wander off to thoughts of new dreams, new adventures, and new projections to come. Good night, everyone.